How's it going? I'm Hayden, CFRC Live Sessions, and I'm here with RevZed. RevZed, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
We're all right, man. We're all right.
You guys are coming in here off the back of your performance at the Queen's Music Club Battle of Bands at the Mansion, and that was your first ever live performance. What was the vibe like going into that? Because I didn't catch an interview with you guys beforehand. I tried to, but I didn't catch you guys.
I mean, personally, being like the first live performance, it was kind of stressful. But I've noticed also that like when I wait so long for something, I kind of like my stress levels just kind of like decrease, and then afterwards it's like, just come on, let's do this. It would happen all the time with my driver's tests.
And every time I've talked to somebody that was there, they were shocked to find out that it was your first live performance because you guys just have like a magnetic type of energy on stage. Yeah. Like, Jack, you certainly, in my opinion, won the most charismatic front man. And it's interesting to call you a front man because you sit at the back of the band at that time.
That is true. Yeah, I do. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I can say that for me going into it, you know, I had definitely had my concerns about it being the first time the four of us were playing together, at least with us playing the instruments we were on. You know, we'd had done 2 songs at an open mic before with Haluka on drums instead. Yeah. And that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Yeah. Dude, there was no gain on Andrew's
there was no distortion on my guitar. It was plugged like right into the guy's soundboard.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Completely
White Shroot.
Yeah.
White Shroot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I was pretty nervous going into it, but I just did my best to try to turn that nervousness into excitement. And as soon as we started playing Basket Case and we had the crowd singing along with that, right away, I knew we were going to put on a great show.
Yeah.
It was sweet, yeah. And you guys had made an original for that. I understand that Jack does most of your guys' writing. Jack, what's the writing like for RevZed? Because you're a pretty like all over the place musician. Like you do lots of different stuff.
Yeah, I generally just try to write songs about whatever it is that happens to be bothering me at the time. And so with You're Just Like Me, I'll admit that song's just about being led on by a girl, you know. And one of the songs we recorded here today, or will be recording, I don't know, depending on how you guys end up editing this, is that was called Welcome to the Real World. And that song is about how difficult it is to find housing in Kingston.
Relatable.
So true.
Yeah, and I guess just at university in general. So yeah, that's where I've been at when it comes to writing songs, just using it as an outlet for frustration.
Just like me.
I'm JP from RevZed, and you just listened to You're Just Like Me, played by RevZed.
Yeah, and it comes across in your music like you guys have that kind of edgy, sort of like punky styles. You guys were introduced, when I saw you at Ox Jam, you guys were introduced as a funky punk band.
Yeah.
Did you guys write that yourself?
Okay,
I
who
don't
came
know,
up with
man. I
that,
kinda
actually? Like,
fucked
whose
around
idea
with
was
the
that?
account a
Think-
bit,
yeah, that was
last
your
minute.
idea, right,
That was
JP?
I don't know,
funky.
man. Look, like so far we've been doing a lot of punk stuff, and punk's pretty chill. But
Yeah.
like, we got some groove. I reckon. I don't know. What
He's
do you
like
guys-
slowly trying to bring funk into this.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, that was just kind of random. I just put a rhyme in for fun.
That was fun.
And I was not expecting her to read out the Instagram bio, but she did. And
Yeah.
all right, man. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I think that it's a pretty fair description of us because, yeah, we are playing mostly punk music, but on top of that, we're also playing, we also did a Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
Yeah.
I guess it really, even though those guys were definitely funk inspired, I like the funky, adding the word funky in there just to show that we are slightly different. We aren't purely punk because on top of the stuff, the majority of stuff that we do and give it away, that kind of stuff, we are also doing a Led Zeppelin song. And that was years before punk broke out, but it is still somewhat of a similar style.
Yeah, and let's talk about influences for a second. Like you guys, all kind of like you're saying JP's trying to bring in more funk, and then
Yeah.
Jack, you're bringing in like this sort of rock edge to it. How do you guys work out blending in the styles into the RevZed music?
Well,
Dude, no clue. Like,
No idea.
We're still trying to figure that out yet.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I really like Metallica and like thrash metal, and like there's very similar elements to that with punk. So I really like Jack's side of influences, and I also really like JP's side of influences because Red Hot Chili Peppers is also a really good band. So I don't know. To me, it's just natural to play those two bands.
Yeah.
Personally,
Actually-
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead, Andrew.
Personally, and they've actually called me this before, but I'm the quote unquote theory nerd
Oh,
of the
yeah?
band because I listen to all these like prog bands.
Nickelodeon.
Actually. So I think personally I align a bit more with like JP's influences. Like I know we both love P-Funk. I'm also really big into bands like Rush, Max Webster, Genesis, Saga.
Heard of none of those.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what makes my taste better than you. my
more
bands are
unique.
unknown.
I always think it's good when bands argue over their music taste because it's sort of like make sure that you guys are bringing in things from lots of different places. That's sweet.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I've liked how open all of us have been to new suggestions. And actually, there is a funny story relating to this. When we were preparing to do our first show at the open mic, they had picked 3 songs out to do, and when they told me what the songs were, it immediately became obvious to me who picked which song, because I was like, okay, so there's a Chili Pepper song. The bassist definitely picked that one, and then between the other 2 songs were Basket Case by Green Day and Come Out and Play by The Offspring, and I was like, okay, between those, there's definitely one that's more interesting on guitar, and that's Come Out and Play, and definitely one that's more interesting on drums, and that's Basket Case. And so I said to them, hey, you guys each picked one song, right? And they were all like, oh my God, how did you get that right? And then I ended up suggesting a song myself. The first song I suggested that we play was I Hate to Say I Told You So. And yeah, I guess that was how we got ball rolling with
Would you say that
Yeah.
your song was the most interesting vocally out of the 4?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the voice crack right before the second
Yeah.
verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Up for debate, but yeah.
No to debate.
And I want to talk to you guys for a second about the Queens music scene, which you guys have now like officially made your entrance to, with the Queens Music Club Battle of Bands. What do you guys see like going on in the Queens music scene? There's lots of new bands popping up every few minutes. It feels like.
Yeah.
How's the Queens music scene been for you guys? Are you guys linking up with any other bands or anything like that?
Yeah. No, I'd say we're like friends with other bands. I'm actually friends with the 2 of the guys in Paperback Princess, and
Okay.
they're like pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool guys.
Or even just at our shows, all the other bands, like all the other bands at the Battle of the Bands, they come up to us like, "Oh, good show, guys, good show." But didn't one band? What was that one thing you were talking about? That one band wanted to open for us.
Yeah, we've had a few bands talk about Yeah, we've had a few bands talk about doing a show with us just since we've performed. Well, actually, starting with when we finished the show at the Battle of the Bands, immediately after that, we had people saying, we'd love to do a show with you guys at some point. And yeah, there was one band in particular, some good friends of mine in it, not going to say who, but they said, if we do a show together, we're definitely opening for you guys. And I was very flattered to hear that.
Yeah, that's got to be a gratifying feeling there, especially a band that's like pretty hot off the press like you guys are.
Yeah. And also it's especially flattering because of how great the music scene here in Kingston has been since I moved here. I've been blown away by how many talented musicians there are to see almost every single weekend, just at the Mansion, for example, where we did the Battle of the Bands. And yeah, what can I say? I love it.
Yeah, I want to talk to Jack for a moment specifically about that, because you're like a face that I've seen at so many gigs. I feel like you're out and about. You've come to those studio Sundays. You've seen Mobius Strip there. And I ran into Ducks in the Attic, who said that you guys you go to all their gigs. Like, you are well versed in the Kingston and the Queens music scene. Is that what kind of inspired you to make a band, to bring these guys all together?
No. I wanted to start a band almost as soon as I got here, because I had a band, back home that's a huge success, and I was very sad to have to break it up when I moved here. So as soon as I got here, I knew that I wanted to be in a band, and I definitely had, over the course of the year that I've been living here, I definitely had plenty of obstacles that prevented me from forming a band. For example, guess a good example would be the music club. The music club really struggled last year with finding a space where bands could rehearse without any noise complaints. But yeah, I can say so I was going to a bunch of gigs just because in the meantime, while I didn't have a band, I wanted to get to know as many people in the music scene as possible, find out what they were doing, what was working well for them, that kind of a thing.
Sweet. And then let's talk about the songs that we've got you guys playing here today. Can you give us the names of all the songs that we're hearing today?
Yeah, it's the first one we played I don't know. The first one we recorded with you guys, I should say, was You're Just Like Me. The next two, or I guess the next one, depending on how you want to see it, it was Welcome to the Real World, and then... what's the other half?
Yeah, the song after.
It's All About Me.
It's All About Me, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, like... so Jack does most of your writing, but you guys kind of, like, all come together in this like interesting way on those songs. We got shouting backup vocals, and Jack singing on there. Do you, like, Jack, when you're writing these songs, do you think specifically about Haluka and Andrew and JP and what they're each going to do there?
I guess I have to admit that I had written these songs before I started jamming with these guys. But yes, one thing I can say for sure is that I've been encouraging these guys to sort of experiment with the arrangements I've come up with, because I'd really only come up with one guitar part for each song. And so, I definitely was telling them to just, this is the way that it was played on this demo I recorded, but don't be shy to come up with your own style. And that was how we ended up with Haluka playing what Haluka ended up playing on the guitar solo of You're Just Like Me, that kind of a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to
This is Haluka from RevZed. That was Welcome to the Real World.
Followed by It's All About Me.
Sweet. Okay. Anything else you guys want to shout out? Where can people find you?
You can find us online, particularly on Instagram, at RevZed Music.
You guys
give us a follow. See
Sweet.
plenty more there. There's plenty more in the works.
Beautiful. All right. This has been RevZed CFRC Live Sessions. Sweet. Nice
Yeah.
talking to you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks.
for interviewing us.